And how are we doing? Back with another beautiful day of Port Jefferson baseball. My name is Gabe Zoda. Be here with your play-by-play for today. So as you can see on the screen, we have Mount Sinai in the schedule for today. Nice little close away trip for the Port Jeff Royals. Didn't really have to go too far on this one. And today they're going to be marching out, pretty solid lineup. They're going to look for their first back-to-back victories. Let's see if they can pull that one out. As we get to the midway part of this season, like I said, they're going to be going up against Mount Sinai. Pitching, they're going to be Kelikon for Mount Sinai, but for the Port Jefferson Royals, as Luke Falepi is getting ready to step into the batter's box to start off our game. The lineup for the Royals is going to be Luke Falepi, and Evangelista, Tommy Yost, James Gruenfelder. We're going to have Natty Mullen, Rory Rago, Abby Rolfe. We're going to have Frankie D'Elia, and then Massimo Cipriano. That's going to be the lineup for your Port Jefferson Royals today. And we want to see if they could use that momentum from their last offensive, kind of explosion against Amityville. See if they can use that to help themselves in this game today. You really want to see them being aggressive here. They had a couple practices in between that game. We saw a couple of fun things, a couple of offensive things, and the first pitch is coming in now from Kelikon. Start the game, and Luke's going to rip that one into left field. That's going to be over the left fielder already. He's going to hit the fence. Luke's going to be going to second base to start this game off with a leadoff double, and that's exactly what we're talking about. That's exactly what you want to see for the Port Jeff Royals to start off this game right here. It's a little bit of offense, get that momentum rolling towards them. They can use that here. So maybe score an early couple runs here. So now Luke's going to be at second base. We'll see if they move him over to the third with a steal. Crazy speed over there at second base. Evangelista up at the plate. First pitch he's going to see. He's going to swing through for strike number one. I'm just going to apologize early for the wind today. Got a little bit of wind. Nothing too crazy. It's just kind of in and out. But that first double is really nice to see. And second pitch, Evangelista is going to foul that one into the backstop, straight up. This is huge. If they can work a couple early runs here and then be successful on the defensive side, you're seeing a pretty strong start here for the Royals. That one, it's going to be an off-speed pitch that's going to get Evangelista swinging through for the first out of the inning. He's going to strike out now, looking to help himself. Your starting pitcher for today, number 4, Tommy Yost. Like I said, Tommy Yost. Early in the season, Tommy Yost had a really nice, offensive game. Lately, he's been slowing down a little bit. Hasn't really been his same self as Luke Falepi's going to take off for third. That one's going to get over the third baseman. Luke Falepi's running home. He's going to score easily for the first run of the game by the Port Jefferson Royals. They're going to take an early 1-0 lead on that throwing error by the catcher. And just like that, the Royals going to take advantage of that early mistake by Mount Sinai and going to take the 1-0 lead. Tommy Yost now taking his pitch. Second pitch, that one's going to be a strike, so the count's going to be 1-1 to him. 1 out here in the first inning. Tommy now getting ready for the next pitch. She's going to swing through that one now for strike 2. Count's going to be 1-2 now. That's exactly, like I said, that's exactly what you want to see from the Royals here to start this game. Just get a run in. Focus up on defense. As that one's going to hit the plate, take a weird bounce up into the backstop. Even the count now 2-2. And other than a little bit of wind today, beautiful day for baseball. It's a little 68 degrees, a little wind. Really can't ask for anything better. And Tommy Yost is going to swing through that one for strike 3. Going to be Kelikon's second strikeout in this game. Now up for the Royals going to be Gruenfelder, number 7, your catcher. First pitch he's going to see. He's going to swing through for strike number 1. Second pitch coming in now. That one's going to be an off speed. I think it hit Gruny, but they're going to call it a ball. And now next pitch on this 1-1 count. That one's going to be outside for ball number 2 to make the count now 2-1, 2 outs here. Nobody on for the Royals. They already moved in their one base runner for the inning. Gruny's going to swing through that one for strike 2. Count's going to be 2-2. Gruny looking really to tee one up yesterday in the kind of BP scrimmage that they had going on. Gruny actually hit one out of the park. It's good to see, but you want to see him kind of translate that into a game as he can just swing through that one for strike number 3. So after that start by Kelikon, giving up that double to Falepi, who came around to score, Mount Sinai looked pretty strong on the defensive end, ended up striking out the next 3 batters, but Port Jeff did get a run in. So Port Jeff early on in this game, able to take an early lead, 1-0. And now, like I said, the starting pitcher for the Royals is going to be Tommy Yost today. And his job right now in this bottom of the first is pretty simple, but obviously it's going to take a little bit of work to get done. Really want to shut the door early on these Mount Sinai batters, not let them get anything going. First batter for Mount Sinai is going to be Valenti, number 6 for the Mustangs. And I'll read the rest of the lineup after this first pitch. First pitch coming in. That one's going to be in there for a strike. So after Valenti for the Mustangs, we're going to have Carrera, we're going to have Bone, Salvati, Bali, Caruso, Rogers, Favell, and then Klug. So that's going to be the lineup for Mount Sinai today. That one's going to be grounded over to Luke Falepi. Luke Falepi's going to toss the play over to first. Not in time. Valenti using his speed to get over to first base on that one. Close. Very close play on that one. If you're a Port Jeff fan, probably wanted that to go the other way, but nonetheless, Valenti's going to be on first base. Now up, going to be Carrera. number 15 for the Mustangs. First pitch to him is going to be outside for ball number 1. The big thing here is, you want to work that ground ball. If you're Tommy, try to get that double play situation going. That's kind of your main focus there. He's working the bottom of the count. Obviously, just not hitting the strike zone with that second pitch as well. That one's going to be ball number 2. Now make the count 2-0. Carrera is in the driver's seat as it stands. We'll see how Tommy's able to bounce back here. Third pitch. That one's going to be grounded, so he gets his ground ball. Falepi's going to do it all himself. Get the out at second. Throws it over to first to Evangelista. Able to get the double play. Just like I said, he got the ground ball he needed. The defense did the work for him, which is great to see. So, no more runners on base. And that's going to bring up Bone. Number 12 for the Mustangs. Lefty bat, lefty-lefty matchup here. Tommy's just going to take a timeout. Readjust himself, get him into the windup. The first pitch now coming in. He's going to throw an off-speed pitch. Hit a little bit outside there for ball number 1. Now 2 outs, nobody on here for the Mustangs. Poor Jeff and Tommy really doing a stellar job here in the bottom of the first. Next pitch now. That one's going to be outside again for ball number 2 now. So Tommy Yost in another 2-0 count. Obviously not getting those first couple pitch strikes, not getting ahead of the count. But now in another position to bounce back. Next pitch, that one's going to be in there for a strike. Clip the bottom of the zone. The pitch that Bone wanted to swing at, he let that one just go by. It's a nice comeback pitch for Tommy to make the count now 2-1. Next pitch now coming in. As that one's going to be grounded over to Evangelista. Evangelista going to take it himself for the 3rd out of the inning. So that's going to do it for the first inning of this game. Poor Jeff took a 1-0 lead in the top of the inning and then doing a really good job in the bottom of the inning, not allowing any offense from the top of the Mount Sinai order. So now for the Port Jefferson Royals, we're going to see Mullen, Roy Rago, and then Abby Rolfe. Those are going to be the next 3 batters. So we'll see how they can continue this momentum and work themselves on. So now for the Royals, going to be number 66. Natty Mullen, he's going to see the first pitch low and away for ball number 1. So he gets ahead. Next pitch to him, he's going to foul that one off. Count now 1-1. You like to see that, what they were able to do in the top of the first, get some, started the game off early with that run from Luke Falepi to get in. Usually in these games you see Port Jeff get themselves into a hole and then trying to, work themselves back. But today, getting that early run, and Natty's going to foul off that next pitch to make the count now 1-2. So Natty in a position where he has to fight to keep this at-bat alive, and he sees that pitch. That one just misses. Make the count now 2-2. It's a good eye from Natty. That one's going to be outside, so now the count's going to be full. So Natty successfully battling back in this at-bat to get ahead. If Natty does get on, you're going to have Rago and Rolf after him. As he's going to sky that one. It's going to stay in the infield. Second baseman's going to call for it. He's going to be able to make the play for the first out. Now number 2, Rory, up for the Royals. See if he's able to start off this offensive inning. We want to see here, big emphasis on working the count here. So that one's going to be fouled off. So Rory's going to foul off the first one, 0-1. Second one, inside for ball number 1. Now count 1-1. Looks like it's the emphasis on working the count here. If he's able to get himself on. Because I don't want to see him, do too much. And that's kind of been the most successful approach from the Royals this season, is kind of that approach of being very patient, working counts, getting on base, and then allowing your top of the order guys to kind of drive you in. It's really the best formula we've seen so far. So you want to see now with Rory in a 3-1 count, if they can continue that success, that approach. Next pitch coming in now. He's going to swing at that one, give kind of a lazy kind of swing at that one to make the count now full. So you want to see him lose this one. Here's a head 3-1. You want to see him at least put something in play here. Next pitch, that one's going to be, hits the strike zone for strike number 3 for the second out. That's the 4th strikeout for Kelikon early in this game. I mean, number 44 now up. Always really nice to see the success we've seen from Abby Rolfe in this season. First ball to her is going to be low in there for ball number 1. Has really done well defensively. Had a couple of hits offensively as well. So she's really doing it all this season, which is really nice to see. She's going to swing right through that one. Count now 1-1. Now Kelikon for Mount Sinai, pretty good pitcher. We see decent velo here, but not anything that's too overpowering for the Royals batters.
Thanks for looking out for me. I appreciate you.
Looking at the next pitch, it's going to be low. Count going to be now 2-2. 2 outs, nobody on for the Royals. Next batter, if Abby gets up or gets on, going to be Frankie D'Elia, 8 batter for today. Abby's going to sky that one foul. Next pitch, she's going to ground that one over the third base. That one's going to go foul. So no damage done there. Now 2-2 count, still 2 outs. That one goes the off-speed pitch, clips the top of the zone for the third strike. For Calicon's fifth strikeout of the game so far. So, had one blemish earlier on in the game, but then really able to come back into it with 2 more strikeouts in that inning, not allowing any more runs for the Port Jefferson side. But now Tommy back on the mound. We'll see if he's able to repeat his success from the first inning. So now in the bottom of the second inning, Tommy Yost is going to be facing up against the 4, 5, 6 batters for Mount Sinai. So really a hard lineup here. Big test and big inning for Tommy Yost to see if he's able to get these batters out. First pitch, that one's going to be upstairs for ball number 1. It's going to be Salvati, Bali, and then Caruso up for the Mustangs. That second one's going to go right back to Tommy. He's going to be able to do it himself. Throws it over to first for the first out. Nice and easy. No damage done on that one. So, Salvati takes 2 pitches. He's out. See if he can repeat that now on to Bali. Number 7 for the Mustangs. First pitch to Bali in there for a strike. So Tommy now ahead in the account. Starting off with a strike. Good to see that here. Second pitch, that one's going to be upstairs. Next pitch coming in from Tommy now. And that one going to be in there for strike number 2 now. So count's going to be 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. It's going to be a huge pitch here for Tommy. See if he can get him out. Maybe see an off-speed. He loves his curve, but he's going to go with more fast pitch. That one's going to bounce in front of Frankie DeLee in center field. Unable to get the out. So Bally works himself a single there. Nice little blooper to get himself on to first base. So unless we get another double play from these Royals, not going to see another 1-2-3 inning. Be nice. And that one's going to be low for ball 1 now to Caruso. Number 2 up for the Mustangs. Next pitch, Tommy's going to pick off, throw over to first base. Trying to limit stealing opportunities. Just going to hold them close. That one's upstairs for ball number 2. It's now 2-0 again. Another 2 count for Tommy Yost. He's throwing high. You want to see him make that adjustment. You know, kind of just throwing down the hill. Get the release point more in front of him to work that ball down. The runner's going to steal from first. Gruenfelder's going to try and make the throw. Unable to get him on the steal attempt, so now Bally's going to be on second base. So Mustangs have put himself into a position to get a run here with a runner in scoring position. And it's going to be up to the 6, 7, 8 batters for the Royals to get this job done. We'll see if they're able to do it. Tommy obviously trying to not allow that to happen. That next pitch in there for a strike now. So he gets, it's a 3-1. And you want to see him take another step here. Make it now 3-2. That's the plan. That next pitch in there again for strike 2. So there you go. That's exactly what we wanted to see. And now, you know, whether it might be rinse and repeat, go for the same thing for strike 3. It seems to be working. Might be the plan. Maybe you see something else, but I think you might see that fastball again. It's really the best option. He throws it again. That one's going to be grounded to Luke Falepi. You know he's going to be able to make that play. He throws it over to first, gets that out. Evangelista looks over to third. Bally moves over to third. With 2 outs, runner on third base. The sacrifice fly is out of the picture. It's a good job by the Royals for eliminating that. But obviously with a runner only 90 feet away, the threat is definitely there for the Royals to give up a run here. Number 13 for the Mustangs is going to be up. It's going to be Rogers. As he's going to ground that one over to Luke Falepi again. Luke Falepi for another play. Luke Falepi's getting all the action, and that's exactly who you want to see get the ball. So no complaints out of the Royals. He makes the play for the 3rd out. No runs come in again. The score stays 1-0 through 2 innings. Tommy Yost doing a great job getting the ground balls he needs, not allowing any big contact. And the Royals just working with that lead. They're doing a great job at it. So now the opportunity to get back onto offense for the Royals. We're going to see, I'm going to see Frankie D'Elia Cipriano at the top of the inning. It's a big focus on getting those bottom of the lineup guys on for your top guys to bring them in like we've seen before. We'll see what they're able to do. Frankie steps into the box here to start off the 3rd inning. He's going to try to lay down a bunt for the first pitch. Unsuccessful. He's going to foul that one off to the backstop. Like I said, big emphasis on getting these bottom of the lineup guys on base. We saw Frankie go for a bunt possibly to get himself on. Let's see if he squares up again. Nope, not going to square up. He's going to take that pitch in there for strike number 2 now. So quick 0-2. Frankie DeLee gets himself down. Calicon has been pretty good after that double and that throwing error from the catcher. We've seen pretty good stuff from him. He's struck out 5 batters today. As that one's going to get over the head of DeLeo. There for ball number 1. Count's going to be 1-2 now. And the 1-2 pitch coming in. That one's going to hit the strike zone for strike number 3. For the 6th strikeout of the game for Calicon. So now up to plate is going to be Massimo Cipriano. First pitch to him. That one's going to hit the bottom of the strike zone, but in there for strike number 1. Calicon just attacking these bottom lineup guys. It's really the mindset you want to see from a pitcher when you're up against the bottom of the lineup. That one, off-speed pitch, gets Mossy to swing at that one. Strike number 2. Count 0-2 early. On the 3rd pitch, that one's going to be in there for strike number 3. Another strikeout, quick and easy for Calicon. 7 strikeouts so far, but now the man who did him damage in the top of the 1st, back up at the plate, Luke Falepi, looking to continue his success on offense and defense. We've seen a lot of plays from him on the defensive end today. Let's see what he's able to do offensively. Last time he was up, he hit the double. First pitch to him. He's going to see that one through for strike number 1. Calicon looks to be locked in this game early. Second pitch to Luke. He's going to swing and miss at that one. On the 0-2 count. So Calicon dominating early in this at-bat. See if Luke Falepi can battle back here. Work the count now towards his favor. We'll see. As that one. Luke's going to take that one outside for ball number 1. Count 1-2. Calicon tried to get him to fish. Unsuccessful. Next pitch over to Luke. Tried to hit that bottom corner again. Didn't get the call this time. So now the count's going to be even at 2-2. It's a nice battle here from the pitcher and batter. 2 outs, nobody on for the Royals. Next pitch coming in. That one's going to be inside for, ball 3. And what once was an 0-2 count now turns to a 3-2 count, full. And now it's really anyone's game. We'll see this next pitch, what it's going to be. That one's going to be grounded over to the third base. Third baseman's going to field it cleanly, throw it over. First baseman able to make the scoop for the out, for the 3rd out of the inning. So Luke Falepi, after getting back into that bat, unable to get on. So that's going to do it for the top of the 3rd. No runs in for the Royals, but still got that 1-0 lead. Tommy Yost still being really effective on the defensive end. So we'll see what he's able to do in the bottom half of the 3rd. Start the bottom of the third. Tommy Yost is going to be up against the 8, 9, and 1 batters for the Mustangs. First batter, Favel's going to swing at that one, fly it over to Massey and right. Massey able to get under to make the catch for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for the bottom of the third. Great start. Looking at the same approach now for the 9 batter. Kind of the same thing that Kelikon did. Just working these bottom of the lineup guys out, not allowing them to get on. Because you don't want to have the top of the order flip here with a chance to put on runs. So now the 9 batter, Klug up for the Mustangs. First pitch to him. It's going to be upstairs for ball 1. And on the throwback to Tommy, goes over him. No worries though. Ball gets picked up by Aronica. Just toss it back to Tommy. Tommy gets back and ready and set. And we're all ready to go. Next pitch, as that one gets the strike zone, clips the bottom of it in there for strike number 1. So after the first pitch ball, he's able to bounce back quickly with the second pitch strike to even up the count 1-1. A third pitch. That one's going to be tipped foul, and Natty almost able to make the diving play in foul territory, but just escapes his glove once he touches the ground. But it's still going to be a strike, so Tommy Yost up in the count, 1-2 now with 1 out. Chance to get the quick second out here with this pitch. We'll see what he opts to throw to number 19. Pitch coming in now, throws the off-speed curve, gets it in there for strike number 3 to get out Klug for his first strikeout of the game. And now with the 2 outs, nice and early, Tommy Yost very effective today. But the top of the order now back up for Mount Sinai. Valenti is going to be starting it off. Last time he was up, he had a single to start off the offensive day for the Royals. Now first pitch. This pitch now to Valenti. The second pitch, that one's going to be in there for strike number 1. So the first pitch was a ball, it was low. Second pitch bounces back with a strike here. So now he has the opportunity, doing once again to get this guy out. Next pitch, the third pitch. That one's going to clip the outside of the zone for strike number 2. Tommy is continuing his very locked-in day. This is one of the days you don't want to talk to the pitcher once he comes in. Just want to let him rock. Let him be in his own head because he is totally dialed in. Third pitch to Valenti. A little bit low for ball number 2. That's a good 1-2 pitch, though. See if you get him to swing. Unsuccessful that time. So now the 2-2 pitch coming in to number 6. He's going to ground that one over to Luke Falepi. Luke Falepi's going to throw it over to first. Make the play for out number 3. So once again, Luke Falepi making a nice defensive play to end the inning. No runs coming in from Mount Sinai once again. Score still 1-0. Portjev lead. After that really nice start to the first inning, Tommy Yost continuing his dominance in this game so far. Not allowing any runs. Working more towards contact in this game, but he's getting the batters out, which is the most important thing. Now next we're going to see from the Royals, we're going to see Evangelista, Yost, and Gruenfelder to start off the 4th inning. So let's see what they can do. So the Mustangs are actually going to switch the arm. So Kelikon's not going to be in. We're going to have number 10 pitching for the Mustangs. Kelikon had a very good day. 7 strikeouts. Only had that one, kind of botch there in the start of the first. other than that, he's been very successful. So now Favel is going to be the pitcher for the Mustangs. So we'll see if he's able to continue the success from Calicon in the top of the fourth. There's a little mistake, so we're going to not have number 10, we're going to have number 16 pitching. It's going to be Reichenbach in the game, so the first pitch he's going to throw is going to be in there for a strike on the swing. Evangelista up at the plate for the Royals. Next pitch now. That one's going to bounce in there for ball number 1. So Reichenbach taking a very quick approach here. He's already throwing his third pitch, works very fast it seems. That one's going to be outside for ball number 2. Evangelista, very successful start to his season so far. Came in a little bit late. But ever since he's came into the lineup, he's been nothing but dynamite for the Port Jeff Royals offense. He's going to ground that one over the third base. Third baseman makes the throw over to first for the first out. But, Evangelista's been very, very good for the Royals, both defensively and offensively. So you like what you see out of him. Very, very promising. But the next batter is going to be Tommy Yost, looking to find his stride once again in this season. Had it before. Seems to have lost it as of late, but looking to rekindle that fire that he started the season with. First pitch he's going to see from Reichenbach is going to be in there for strike number 1. Tommy just sat on that one, just kind of feel out the pitcher. He saw it right there. Second one, he's going to swing right through for strike number 2, so he's going to be down 0-2 in the count. Next pitch into him. He's going to get that one. He's going to loft it over to the shortstop. Shortstop makes a nice athletic play. Almost got over him. Nonetheless, he's going to be out for the second out of the inning. And now James Gruenfelder, number 7, now up. Let's see if he could start some offense here. Obviously, they are up 1-0, but every insurance run is needed in tight games like these. First pitch to him is going to be in there for a strike. So Reichenbach seems to be dominating the zone early, really attacking these Port Jeff batters. Very successful so far. Second pitch to Gruny is going to be fouled off. Now the count's going to be 0-2 to him. Very successful start for Reichenbach. Just like that. Next pitch coming in. Another foul ball. So Gruny's able to stay alive. You want to see him, kind of like Luke Falepi did in his last at-bat. When he started off 0-2, was able to work the count back, really just fight off tough pitches and work the back into his favor. But that one's going to be in there for strike 3. Gruny probably thought it was a little bit outside, but the umpire says differently. So he's going to be in there. So he's going to be out. No runs for the Royals. Still up 1-0. Tommy Yost taking the mound once again. Let's see what he's able to do in the bottom of the 4th inning. And for the Mustangs, we're going to see Carrera, Bone, and Salvati up, the 2, 3, 4 batters. So another tough inning for Tommy, but he's been doing very well so far. We're looking to see if he can continue that success in this game. So now for the Royals, Tommy Yost looking to continue his dominance. But for the Mustangs, they're looking to start some offense here. Like I said, they're going to have Carrera, Bone, and Salvati here to start this inning for them. The first pitch was low for ball 1. Now next pitch coming in, that one's going to be in there for strike number 1. We've seen this a couple times with Tommy doing a great job of, even when he throws that first pitch ball, able to bounce back quickly for a quick strike. So the count's going to be 1-1 now to Carrera, number 15. And that one is going to hit Grueny. Gruny's all right, but the umpire just walks the ball over to Tommy, just making sure his catcher's all good, which seems to be the case. The count's going to be 2-1. Like I said, Mustangs trying to muster some offense, unable to do so far. As that one's going to be fouled off into the parking lot. So with that foul ball, they're going to make the count now 2-2. Tommy Yost looking to put him away here. The 2-2 pitch, throws an off-speed outside for ball number 3. So the count's going to be full here. Tommy, no walks so far, so you don't want to see him start off here with a walk. And it looks like it's not going to happen on that pitch, as that one's sliced foul. Keep the count now 3-2. Nice little battle here from Tommy and Carrera. So now this next 3-2 pitch coming in. That one's going to be grounded over to Luke Falepi. We've seen this play a couple of times. Luke Falepi making the play at first. Nice and easy. And that's got to be like the 5th or 6th assist for Luke Falepi in this game already. So that one's going to be a ground out, getting out after a tough at-bat that Tommy was able to battle through there, kept on throwing strikes, and did a really good job. So now, Bone up. Last time he was up, he grounded out. First pitch to him, high and inside. Able to get out of the way is Bone, so that's going to be ball number 1. So Tommy's thrown a couple of first pitch balls, but able to really bounce back with the second pitch strike. Let's see if he's able to repeat that at this at-bat here. That one's going to be fouled off, so he does work the ball, or work the strike after the ball. Make the count now 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Come in, that one's gonna be low for ball 2. On to Bone, so Bone up on this one, 2-1. Want to see Tommy really battle into this one. Huge inning for the Royals. As that one's fouled off. It's going to hit the football field. That count's going to be 2-2. Another nice at-bat here. A nice battle from Tommy. Not giving in on any batter so far in this game, which is great to see. Next pitch into him. Throws a curve. He's able to foul that one off. That off-speed almost was able to get the 3rd strike, but count's going to stay 2-2. 1 out, nobody on for the Mustangs. And when you look back at this game, obviously Tommy having a nice start. As the next pitch, that one's going to be fouled off again. Fouled right over here into the stands. But everyone's all good. Count's going to stay 2-2. So when you look back at this game, like I'm saying, Tommy, good start, but not a lot of strikeouts, working a lot of contact. Obviously, we've seen Luke make a lot of plays out there, but a lot of contact. Making the Mustang batters get themselves out, which is nice to see, as that one's going to be upstairs for ball number 3. Count's going to be full. Seen a couple of these. Tommy's been successful in putting these batters away in these counts. So expect a little bit more of the same on this at-bat. The 3-2 pitch coming in. Is that one going to be swung and missed for strike number 3? So Tommy once again succeeds on the 3-2 count. So now it's going to be 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. It's for Tommy's 2nd strikeout of the game. So now Bali up. Salvati up, sorry. Last time he was up, he fell victim to the Luke Falepi ground out. But first pitch to him is going to be in there for strike, so starting this batter off with a strike. Number 9 for the Mustangs is up. Next pitch now. That one's fouled out of play for the 2nd strike, so this batter's Tommy Yost has this batter down 0-2 in this count with 2 outs. Gonna see how he opts to attack him on this one. Huge if he can get him out. Next pitch into him. Fouled off again to keep the count at 0-2. Tommy now is going to take his time, just make sure that he's all set, ready to go. See if he can strike him out. 0-2 pitch coming in. Gets him to a line into center field. That one's going to be dropped in for a single. So Salvati works himself on with a single, 2-out single here. With Bali coming up. Last time Bali was up, he was able to get a single. So obviously if you're the Mustangs, you want to see a little repeat performance from Bali. But once again, Tommy Yost, he's had a couple of runners on, not a lot. I think this is the 3rd runner that was able to get on for the Mustangs. So he's been in this position before. First pitch to him is going to be in there for a strike, starting off Bali well. Second pitch to Bally. That one's going to be lifted into right center. That one's going to get by Frankie. Frankie, this one might come scoring a run. We'll see what he's able to do with the relay. Luke Falepi on the relay throw to home. Not going to be in time. It was a good throw from Luke, but the run is going to come into score. So the score is now going to be 1-0. The Mustangs able to put up a nice little two-out rally here to tie the ball game in the bottom of the fourth. After time, you don't want to see this turn into any more runs. You want to see this next guy to get out. As that one's going to bounce right in front. So that one's going to be there for ball number 1. Gruen's just going to walk out to Tommy, make sure that he's doing all right. Just want to reset him after obviously letting up that run. Don't want any more runs to come in. So next pitch is going to be in there for a strike to Caruso. Next pitch to Caruso. That one's going to be lined again to center field. And the run's going to score again. It's going to be 2-0. 2 runs in this inning for Mount Sinai. They're seen in the same kind of trajectory, getting that pitch right up the middle, right past Aronica, into center field. Seems to be working so far. So not the hardest contact, but definitely effective for the Mustangs. And all this on 2 outs. Able to put up a nice 2-out rally with 4, 5, and 6 batters. But now Rogers up. Man on first base. First pitch is going to be in there for a strike. We've seen this a couple times. But the mentality here for Tom is that this is where it ends. You don't want to allow any more after this, as that one's going to be popped and caught for the 3rd out of the inning. So the bottom of the 4th, pretty exciting one for Mount Sinai, able to put 2 runs up, all with 2 outs, which now puts the Royals back on the defensive side of things in hopes of tying up this ball game. Reichenbach on the pitching side of things for the Mustangs, looking to continue his success that he had last inning, striking out 2 Port Jeff batters. For Port Jeff, we're going to have Natty, Rago, and Rolf. It's going to be the 5, 6, and 7 batters. See if they can get some success. Really looking for Natty to kind of find his stride on offense. Because once he finds his stride and you let Gruene get his stride as well, totally different offense for this Royals team than we've seen so far this season. So now to start the 5th inning. for the Royals is going to be Natty Mullen. First pitch to him that he sees is going to be a ball. So he starts off well. Second pitch now is going to ground over to third. Third baseman able to make a couple of plays today. Throws out Mullen at first for the first out. Looking pretty clean over there on third base. So Natty's offensive hot streak is just going to have to hold on one more at bat at least. So with one out, that's going to bring up Rago. Rago, first pitch he sees is going to be upstairs for ball one. Next pitch over to Rago. It's going to be swung and grounded over to the shortstop. Shortstop able to throw it over to the first for the second out of the inning. So now, poor Jeff with 2 outs in the top of the fifth. It's going to bring up Abby Rolfe, number 44, your left fielder for today. First pitch to her is going to be outside, ball number 1. Second pitch over to her. She's going to ground that one just foul over to the third base side. Seen a lot of good rips from Abby this year. Very smart player, able to adjust very quickly on pitches. It's one of the reasons it makes her very successful on the field. Next pitch over to her. There's a little bit of an off-speed pitch that doesn't really have any bite to it, so it's going to fly over Abby's head for ball number 2. Count now 2-1. Next pitch coming in. Abby's going to get that one over the third base. Third baseman loses it. So Abby's going to be in there at first with a single. Continue her success offensively this year. So that's going to bring up D'Elia. First pitch to him is going to be in there for strike number 5 for the Royals. So poor Jeff looking to recreate what Mount Sinai was able to do, hopefully with 2 outs. Hopefully they're able to bring in a couple runs here. Next pitch is going to make Frankie swing through for strike number 2. With 2 strikes now, next pitch. That one's going to be bounced over. He's going to get away from the catcher, but he's able to get to it quick, so Abby's not going to move up. Now still with 2 strikes, 1-2 count now to Frankie. Next pitch he's going to see. That one's going to curve in there. Strike number 3 to do it for the top of the 5th, so Royals do strand a runner in that inning. It's a nice single from Abby, but unfortunately she was unable to come around and score. So now Tommy's going to head back onto the mound after an unsuccessful 4th inning, but now looking to remedy things in the 5th. He's going to be seeing 7, 8, 9, so very advantageous for him to get the job done. So we'll see what he's able to do. So as we get ready to go for the bottom of the 5th, we're going to see Favel, so it's going to be 8-9-1, sorry, not 7-8-9. We're going to be 8-9-1 in this inning. First pitch over to number 10 is going to be for ball, and there was a defensive switch. There was a defensive switch for the Royals this past half inning at center field. So Jaden Katsaros came in for Frankie D'Elia. Coach Rosen saw something and maybe wanted just to switch things up here for the latter half of this game. But Tommy now able to bounce back after the first pitch with 2 strikes of his own. Make the count now 1-2 to the number 8 batter. And that next pitch could be way upstairs for ball number 2. Flew by everyone, went right into the backstop. Pitch just slipped away from him, but now with this next pitch looking to battle back here. This next pitch in the at-bat is going to be an off-speed pitch that Favel is able to foul off to keep his at-bat alive. Count's still going to stay 2-2. With the important 2-2 pitch coming in. It's going to be upstairs again for ball number 3 to make the count full. Like I said before, seen this a couple times. Tommy's able to execute earlier on in this game with the 3-2 counts, but let's see what he's able to do in this one. And that one, just like before, able to get a strike number 3 call. That for his 3rd strikeout of the game. That's going to bring up Klug, the number 9 batter, number 19 for the Mustangs. First pitch over to Klug is going to be in there for strike number 1. He's seeming not allowing that last inning to kind of affect him. Being very successful here in this 5th inning. Next pitch now to Klug. In there for strike number 2. Now 1 more strike's all he needs to get through this inning. See if he's able to execute. 0-2 pitch coming in. He's going to foul that one off. So Klug stays alive, but it was a really nice pitch from Tommy, really attacking this number 9 batter. Now not allowing him to get anything to hit. That one is going to be fouled off again. Oh, it seemed it wasn't fouled off. It seemed it wasn't called foul. Klug thought maybe it was foul. The home plate umpire called it fair. Gruny tagged out the batter, which was called out initially. But a little conference with the umpires. Seems that the call was reversed, so it was a foul ball. So Klug's going to step back into the box with a 0-2 count. Tommy now has to do it again. That one's going to be fouled off. It was a ripped foul. Seems to be some motion in the Mustangs bullpen. Not sure who exactly that is warming up, but if he comes into the game, I'll let you know. Tommy still 0-2 count after that foul ball. I'm going to throw that off-speed pitch, and finally, after a couple tries, the Port Jeff bench thought it was a strike. Call the ball. Heard some excitement from them. I mean, which is always great to see, but just not a strike call. So we thought it was a strike. Was not. In there for ball number 1, so that count's going to be 1 and 2. That pitch to him is going to be inside. Count's going to be now 2 and 2. Not quite exactly know what's going on here. A little bit of confusion here. I think he's going to step back into the box here. There's a couple of situations here that's happened. A little confusion. But Tommy looking to execute here. Now it's a 3 and 2 count. As that one's almost tipped into the glove. So now again with the 3-2 pitch, long at bat here. That one in there, strike number 3, finally gets the strikeout for the second out. And you could argue that was a couple of strikeouts that at bat, but that's going to be the second out of the inning for Yosti's 4th strikeout of the game. And now it's going to be back up to the top of the order, Valenti, who has had a single and also grounded out in this game. But first pitch to him is going to be a ball. Second pitch coming in now from Tommy Yost. That one's going to be in there for strike number 1, so bounces back quickly again. Count's going to be even 1 and 1, 2 outs, nobody on for the Mustangs. That one tried to get the off-speed pitch in there, but floated that one over his head for the second ball of the at-bat. Count's going to be now 2 and 1. Bottom of the 5th inning here. Poor Jeff down a run, but it's looking pretty encouraging. They have the top of the order coming up in the top of the 6th. Nice frame job from Gruenfelder, keeping his wrist strong and keeping the glove in that spot to really get that call there. Really did a nice job framing that one for a second strike. On the next pitch, 2 strikes. That one's lifted into right center. That one might fall, and it does fall right in front of Jaden, unable to make the catch. So Valenti's going to get on first base with another 2-out single. So two for 3 for Valenti today. Pretty decent day. That's going to bring up Carrera, who's grounded into a double play and also grounded out. So a couple ground outs for Carrera today. Tommy looking to repeat that in this at-bat. Valenti's going to try to use his speed. Unsuccessful throw out. So it's going to move Valenti over to second base now. Runner in scoring position for the Mustangs, looking to use this opportunity to put in another run with 2 outs. Obviously don't want to see that if you're poor Jeff, but it's definitely on the board. Pitch now to Carrera. That one's going to be lifted foul. It's going to go out of play for a strike. There's that one. There for a ball. It's a huge out for Tommy. Definitely do not want to let another run come in. Definitely want to give your offense a chance of coming back, tying this baseball game in the next inning. As that ball is going to get by Grueny. Grueny's going to try and throw him out. Unable to. So Valenti's going to move over to third base now. Now he's 90 feet away from making this a 2-run game. Count's going to be 3-1 to Carrera. See if Tommy's able to battle back here. He's been able to do it so far in this game. Let's see if he's able to repeat that here. That next pitch is going to be grounded over to Joey. Joey, you know he's going to make the play in there for the third out. Very clean defenders, Joey Aronica. So that's going to do it for the bottom of the fifth. No runs ended up scoring. So Tommy doing a good job of closing the door there, not allowing any more runs to come across. So that's going to do it for Reichenbach. And we're going to seem to have another change here for the pitcher. We're going to have number 2 up. Just trying to see exactly who this is. It looks like Caruso's going to be stepping onto the mound. So as he warms up for the top of the 6th, looks like we're going to have a change here. Daniel Owens is looking like he's going to be getting an at-bat. Looks like we're going to have 9 then top. So instead of Cipriano, we're going to have Daniel Owens. A little better offensive decision. Like I said, we have Caruso on the mound now for Mount Sinai. As the count's going to be 1-1 now to number 10, Daniel Owens. It's a good move. Good move from Rosen here. Just get a little bit of better offensive player, Daniel Owens, we've seen this year. Count's going to be 2-1 now. A little funky release from Caruso, we see. A little bit, untraditional, but that one is going to be a ball again. Caruso working quick. Ball number 4, so maybe working quick didn't work for him. And that about as Owens gets on base. So, really perfect at-bat there from Owens, getting on base, putting a runner on for Falepi, which is always a good thing. We'll see if Coach Vaquero, our third base coach, maybe wants to move him over to second base with a steal. We'll see. Doesn't do it on that one, but Falepi with that first pitch is going to swing through it for strike 1. Like I said, this kind of funky delivery from Caruso could throw a batter off. It's, definitely not what you see on a daily basis, as that one's going to be grounded over to the shortstop. Shortstop going to throw it to second for the double play, and it's successfully done. So unfortunate for the Royals, unable to get those runners in to score because of that double play. So that's going to bring up Evangelista now with 2 outs to see if he can spark up a 2-out rally. First pitch to him is going to be a ball. Second pitch now from Caruso to Evangelista. This will be ball number 2. Evangelista checked the swing, but he was able to bring it back. That's one now, ball 3. A little bit of control issues, but I mean Caruso was able to battle through it the first time to get that double play. We'll see if he walks him here. This looks like he's going to. He's going to walk on 4 pitches. So Evangelista's going to get on with a walk. That's going to bring up Tommy Yost. This would be a perfect time for Tommy Yost to rekindle that offensive spark that he had early in the season. If he's able to work himself on, that brings Gruenfelder up. And we know Gruenfelder always has big hit potential. So it is a formula for success for the Royals here. Obviously with 2 outs, it makes it a little bit more difficult. He's going to try and pick off Evangelista, but he's going to be safe, but it's going to be called a balk. So Evangelista is going to walk himself over to second base because of that balk. Unsuccessful on that lefty pickoff move. So now Tommy has a runner in scoring position. He's able to do very well in this season. Is now Evangelista is going to steal the third base. So now he's 90 feet away from tying up this baseball game. Obviously 2 outs. Tommy Yost has to put the ball through the infield to get this run in, but looking promising so far, especially with Caruso's control issues in this inning. So that pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. It's going to tie up and even up the count. Next pitch now to Tommy. It's going to be in there for strike number 2. So now Tommy has to put on that 2-strike approach. Really want to get something in play. Really want to get a single here. Let's see. Throws that curveball outside. Ball number 2. Caruso tried to get him fishing on that one, but no bait on that hook. So Tommy now is going to foul that one off. That one's going to be into the football field. So no worries there. Count stays 2-2. Tommy stays alive in this at-bat. Runner at third base again. That one's in there for strike 3. Clips the outside corner for strike number 3. So unfortunately, Royals unable to get any runs at that inning. Had a runner on third base. Had a runner on first base before that double play, but had a runner on third base late in that inning, unable to bring him home. The score is going to stay 2-1. Unfortunately, they strand that runner at third base. As we head into the bottom of the 6th, Tommy Yost is going to stay on the mound. So now to start the bottom of the sixth, get a bone up for the Mustangs. That one, first pitch could be lifted over to right field. Mossy, easy catch for the first out. So on this bottom of the sixth, you have one pitch, one out for the Royals. That one's going to bring up the number 4 batter, number 9 for the Mustangs. Sorry, Salvati. Last time he was up, was able to get a single. That started that 2-out rally for the Mustangs, which brought in those 2 runs in the 5th inning, or the 4th inning. Sorry. Other than that, Tommy looks very solid. Now with 1 out. First pitch to Salvati was upstairs for ball 1. Now second pitch into him. That one's going to be skied over to right field again. Massimo going to work to get under that one. He's unable to make the catch as that one drops out of his glove, unfortunately. So Salvati's going to make himself onto second base with that error. And that's a play that really should be made. That was a big, big out for the Royals that they're just unable to get. It's not the stuff you really expect from Massimo. Usually he makes those plays out and right. But that one just got, got around him a little bit. So now Tommy has to fight through that. That error happened. You just kind of move on now with the runner and second base. Next batter is going to be Bally. Last time he was up, he had a double. So he's working on a good day. 2 for 2 so far today. He had a single and then a double. So working well so far. Count to him is going to be 1-1. 1 out, man on second base for the Mustangs after that error from Cipriano and right. As they're going to try to pick him off at second base, unable to, but it was a good move to keep him close, keep him honest with that lead. Definitely don't want to see him get too far off. A single could score him easily. The next pitch now. That one's going to be bounced. Gruenfelder makes a nice effort of blocking the ball. So Gruenfelder probably saved Salvati from going to third base on that block. It's a nice defensive play from him. Count's going to be 2-1 now. To Bally, number 7. So now the 2-1 pitch now. That one's going to be skied to right again for the 3rd time in this inning. Massimo unable to make that play. So Salvati's going to score easily. Bally now moving his way towards third for a stand-up triple. The lead's going to now go to 3-1 in favor of the Mustangs for that triple. So Bally today a single, then he had a double, and now with a triple, home run away from the cycle for him. Port Jeff fan do not want that to happen, obviously, but so now Caruso looking to help himself on the offensive end since he is on the mound. First pitch going to be bounced into Gruenfelder, makes a nice block again. That one's going to be in there for a strike to Caruso. With that runner at third base, that sac fly is in the cards. Definitely possibilities. That one's going to get by Gruenfelder, but backstop very close here in Mount Sinai Field. So not too many worries of him coming in on that. Count's going to be 2-1. 1 out. Next pitch to Caruso. That's going to be in there for a strike. That's going to be 2 strikes to Caruso. Caruso didn't like that one. He thought that was probably a little bit low, but umpire saw otherwise. Next pitch now with 2 strikes. That one's going to be a low. He tried to hit that bottom, tried to clip that bottom of the strike zone again, but this time it was a little bit too low. So the count's going to be full now. 1 out, man on third. Mustangs lead 3-1. That one is going to be grounded to Aronica. He's going to make the play over to first. A little bit of hesitancy from Aronica. Wanted to make the play at home, but Rosen screamed out to make the play at 1. They made the play at 1 for the second out, but with that out at first, another run is going to score. So Mount Sinai takes now a 4-1 lead in the bottom of the 6th. So now they're in a position really of helping themselves out, putting on a couple of insurance runs here, as I talked about before when the Royals were up 1-0. It seemed just a couple of minutes ago the Royals were up 1-0, but a couple of innings, couple of slips from the Royals that they let spiral out of control. Now the lead's going to be 4-1. Now Rogers up. Last time he was up, he grounded out. He grounded out twice this game, so it's 0 for 2 today. Count's going to be 1-1 to him. Next pitch, that one's going to be grounded to Luke Falepi. Luke Falepi's going to make this play over to first for the 3rd out of the inning. So the bottom of the 6th ends with nobody left on, but the Mustangs do bring in 2 more runs that inning. Make the lead now 4-1 from a triple from Bally today in that inning. Salvati got it on second base with that error from Massimo. It looked like it was going to be a made play, but like I said, that error really was huge for Mount Sinai, and it was a pivotal turning point in this game for Port Jeff. They looked like you're going to get 2 quick outs with flyouts, but Massimo commits that error, which allows that run to come in with that Bally triple, and then since he was on third base, the Caruso ground out brought him in. So a little bit of room in the top of the 7th here. A lot of work to be done for the Port Jeff side. The batters are going to have up is going to be Gruny, Natty, and Rago. So there's some possibility here. Always there's some possibility for the comeback. I hope we see it here. So Caruso looking now to close this game for the Mustangs, but the Royals are going to do their best to come back in the top of the 7th here. Gruny's going to start us off, and we're really hoping for Gruny to work himself on here. That one's going to be in there for a strike. Count's going to be 1-1 to Gruny. First pitch was a ball, second pitch was a strike, and third pitch more of the same, kind of that same swing and miss. That same low pitch that Gruny swung at Probably not something that you look back on and say maybe don't swing it again, but he does. And that one's going to be in there for ball number 2. Caruso really wanted that one to go in there for a strike, but wasn't in there. Next pitch now is going to get Gruny to swing through for strike number 3 with that swing and miss for the first out of the 7th. Now the Royals down to 2 outs left. Natty's turn. See if he's able to start us off here in the top of the 7th. First pitch to him is going to be in there for a strike. Caruso seemed to have found his rhythm here. Really attacking the zone. Throws an off-speed pitch that Natty looks almost foolish on that swing. But it's going to be 2 strikes now to Mullen. Next pitch to him in there for strike number 3. And Caruso is now locked in 100% with that strikeout right there. He's looking good so far. So previously we saw a little bit of maybe control issues from Caruso. Definitely not seeing that here in the top of the 7th. Caruso definitely smells blood here. First pitch now to Rago, who's up. It's going to be outside and high for ball number 1. So Caruso settles down for at least 1 pitch. The next pitch now, that one's going to be outside as well. So if Rago does work himself on here, we're going to see Abby, who had a single her last at-bat, and then Delia, who been subbed out for J-Cat, so J-Cat's going to be hitting for him. So Rago's going to foul that one off to make the count now 2-1. Port Jeff down to their final out. Rago trying to delay it, not allow that out to happen, as that one's going to be bounced into the catcher for ball number 3. Count's going to be 3-1 now. This is huge here. Rago can get himself on, get Abby up, continue this inning, get a 2-out rally going on in the 7th. As he's going to throw the next pitch in there for a strike, and now the Port Jeff Royals are down to their final strike. Full count now, 2 outs, nobody on. And Rago's going to ground that one over to the second baseman. Second baseman's going to make the play over to first, and that'll do it for the game. Port Jeff Royals do fall in this one 4-1. And, you know, as you look at this game in a whole, it's just going to come down to that 6th inning and that 4th inning where we saw 2 runs in both of those innings. Other than that, pretty good game from the Royals. They were able to get up to a quick 1-0 lead, held that for a couple of innings. But Port Jeff Royals going to fall in this one. Now, next time we're going to see them, it's going to be away tomorrow at Bayport. So we'll see if they're able to scratch across a win in that one. But for today, that'll do it for the Port Jeff Royals baseball. My name's Gabe Zoda. I was here with your play-by-play. And I will see you guys tomorrow.